Howdy everybody. So I've pretty much calmed down from yesterday a bit, although even though this morning I woke up and was a bit still upset about it, you know. So anyway, I'm feeling better, a little bit better now. I am in Connecticut. Hold on, I'm getting a notification. Okay, there it goes. I am at the Walmart in East Hartford, Connecticut. So I'm at the Walmart. And I came to the Walmart. I actually went to the library earlier today. I did put a new t-shirt on my Teespring because I hadn't done that in a long time. I tried to get my YouTube channel name changed from the Nomadic Natural to HelloCrystalVanner, and I couldn't figure out how to do it because the way that I found that said that you had to do it is if you already have a custom URL, you have to basically delete that and then submit a request for a new one. So I'm like, okay, so if one's deleted and I'm requesting for the other one and it takes a few days, what happens? You know what I mean? So I didn't want to be stuck with the channel with no name. So I think I'm gonna have to actually email YouTube and have them make the switch for me so I'm not in a limbo situation for a day or two with a channel with no name and no one can find me. So yeah, so I got my staples from Walmart, my crackers, which I'm really pinching pennies now because I had to get my oil changed, and I tend to go to Jiffy Lube to get oil changes. I know it's twice as much as most other places, but I like getting all of my fluids checked because I do have a very slow and small leak. So when they check the fluids, I like them to tell me how much fluid was in there so I can see if is it getting any worse or is it about the same. So it's about the same. So all of my fluids were fine except for the windshield wiper washer, so that's good because I use that a lot. So luckily nothing else was low. And they told me that my oil pan was dented, and they said, did you run over something? And I'm like, you don't even want to know. So basically what happened yesterday, please watch the previous video, the one where it says I'm cussing mad. That's 2 videos from this video. Yeah, so anyway, that road dented my oil pan. It also cracked my oil filter, but when you get an oil change, they change the filter anyway, so that was a good thing that I was getting an oil change. I was about 200 miles over my norm, 3,000 miles for the oil change, so that's why I got it done. But so they had looked underneath everything and they didn't point out anything else, so I was good to go. So for my Walmart staples, I got 2 1-gallon jugs of distilled water, and I did not buy the Ritz crackers this time because, like I said, I'm pinching pennies, and this is like just over 100 crackers for $2, the Walmart brand, and I did get the whole wheat, whereas the Ritz one is an 80 pack and it is $3, $2.56 or something. But I did continue to get my staple tuna packets that are $1 each. Walmart does not make tuna packets like this, so I don't like dealing with the can, and these are flavored. I got the herb and garlic, so I got 3 herb and garlic and my favorite ranch, 3 ranch, so I have 6 of those all together. So my total for the 2 gallons of water, which were 88 cents each, the crackers, which were $1.98, and then the 6 tunas, which were $1 each, my total was $9.74. Okay. So for $10, this is pretty much lunch. This is usually what I eat for lunch. The rice and the little Indian food stuff that I bought on the what was the place again? I keep forgetting. Job Lot. Yeah, that's like dinner. This is like lunch type stuff. And then I forgot something at Walmart, so I'll have to go back in later. But I only have one more packet of oatmeal. That was the other thing. I kept trying to remember. There was one more thing I needed to get. So yeah, so I'll have to get some more oatmeal. So I already have a box, an empty box down here that was holding the Ritz crackers. So I'm just going to take these sleeves out and stick them in there. It doesn't matter to me that they're not, you know, the Ritz crackers. I just want to make sure. And what I do is I just tear the top off of, I tear the flaps off of the box, and then I tear halfway down here and then slide the whole box on my shelf. So I'm just sticking these inside of the box that I already have. And this box is taller because it had more crackers, so the one that I have already fits a little bit better. So they are a little above the height of the box, but that's not a big deal. And these just go right next to the crackers. Ba-bam! Groceries put away. Remember putting groceries away when you lived in a sticks and bricks house? Oh my gosh. And the bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of groceries that you had. Okay. So, I think I'm going to take a nap. I think I'm going to eat some tuna and watch some TV, and I'm going to take a nap. I am extremely, extremely tired. I did not sleep well again last night. My body is still trying to find its normal off of the medication. You have to remember, I was on that Trileptal, which is a... Sorry, I'm right at the road here. I was on Trileptal, which is the actual seizure medication, which is given to people, you know, sometimes as a medication for bipolar. So my body is trying to figure out, and I was on that medicine for at least 5 years, probably closer to 6. So, and I only went off of it the second week in August. So really, it hasn't even been a complete month. Well, no, maybe it was like the 5th or the 6th of August. So yeah, it's been a month. So yeah, I think my body is still trying to figure it out. Plus, I'm not sleeping well at night, and it has nothing to do with where I park. Well, last night I did park at one of those non-restful rest stops where you're like right on the road. So I did hear a little bit of noise. But I think I'm just getting tired because of the driving. To me, that's very draining, especially when you don't have a passenger to talk to. And I blast my music, and I sing, and I listen to podcasts, and I listen to books on tape through my library. If you have a library card, if you have a library card, no matter where you are originally from, if you get the doggone it, now I'm gonna forget it. I want to say it's called One Stop or One. Anyway, look up on Google audiobooks, library audiobook app or something like that. You find one of those apps, because there's just a couple of different ones, and you just attach it to your library card. You can borrow audiobooks from your local library and put them on your phone and have them, you know, read out loud. So I have, let me show you what I have. So I hear it over my, I have an FM transmitter that allows me to hear my music and anything on my phone audio through my car speakers, which I don't have a speaker on this side. When I took the plastic off, we took that speaker out. So I only have one back speaker on the side where my bed is, and then my, I think I have 4 front speakers, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top, I think. Let me just, I know you're going to probably see my butt, but I'm going to reach up here and get this FM transmitter for you to see. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Sorry if I completely moons you with my butt. All right, so this is the FM transmitter, and I got it at Walmart, and I want to say it was no more than $20. It probably was less than 20 to be honest with you, but at the most it was $19.99. So this is what it comes with. It's only one complete thing, and that's it. So you have the plug that goes into your cigarette lighter, and then you have the display, which obviously is not lit right now because it's not plugged in, but the display lights up, and there it does have a power button. So, but my cigarette lighter turns off when my car is off, so I'm not drawing any power, so it's fine. And the cigarette, it's very firm, which I love, because a lot of times you get these things on these goosenecks, and they're so loose, especially the ones made for cell phones, which I'm like, seriously, you have to remember, if you're putting a cell phone on something, it can't have a loose neck. It's just gonna fall. And this neck is extremely stiff, which is good. So you can adjust it to, so it's facing you. Now, so you have a power button here, and then you have two scan buttons, a scan up and a scan down for scanning radio stations. So what you do is you find a staticky radio station on your radio, and you line it up with the same staticky station on this FM transmitter. Then it has a memory button where you can save 3 stations as your favorites, and then a set button to set it as the memory. These, if you push the memory button, it'll go from channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3. And then to set a station as your favorite, hold the set button, whichever channel it would light up on the screen. Channel 1, it says CH1, CH2, CH3. So whichever one is lit up, if you hold the set button, that will be the new set station number. So the default one is 88.1, which to me has worked pretty much on the whole East Coast. There's only been a couple times that I've had to switch it to a different station because that station ended up being an actual real station, so I was hearing the radio station. Only a few times have I had to do that. So I haven't had an issue with 88.1. And then this end, which is attached to it, plugs into your headphone jack. So then everything on your phone, I don't care if it's YouTube videos you want to listen to while driving, music you already have on your phone, books, podcasts. I have Spotify. This month is my last month of my 3 months for 99 cents, so I will be canceling. So what I've done is when I go to the library, I download my Spotify playlist onto my tablet, so then I can listen to it, because I'm not going to renew my Spotify account. Anyway, this thing has been a godsend, because just having music over your phone is not loud enough when you have windows down and you're on the highway doing 65, which I find that most of the highways I've been on, that's their speed limit is 65 lately. Like, what happened to 55? Anyway. I prefer 55 because then I don't waste as much gas. Every mile over 55 that you go, you waste more gas. And I can't do 55 and a 65. I don't want to get a ticket for going too slow. That's 10 miles below the speed limit. Anyway, when the speed limit is more than 55, I do the exact speed limit. So if it's 60, I do exactly 60. If it's 65, I do exactly, and I put cruise control on. That's how I regulate it. And I just stay in the slow lane. Even though the right lane is not really a travel lane, a lot of people don't know that. The right lane is for entering and exiting the highway. The middle lane, 1 or 2 lanes, those are your travel lanes. And the left lane is for passing. So if you're traveling in the middle lane and you come up to a car and they're moving too slow, you're supposed to go to the left, get around them, and get back into the middle travel lanes. Most people don't know that, though. They say the left lane is the fast lane for people who want to speed, and the right lane is for slow people who drive the exact speed limit or less, and then the middle lane is just for whatever. That's not accurate. Go back and read your DMV book. Anyway, just a little tidbit for you. So, as I was saying, get yourself an FM transmitter. They are a godsend. Again, at Walmart, 20 bucks or less. I am, at some point, going to be getting a different one when I find the one I'm looking for. Years ago, the husband number 2 had one that I'm looking to get one like it, where it's a FM transmitter, but the port that you plug into goes into the power for Android phone, it goes into the power socket, which it charges your phone while being an FM transmitter, which is what I'm looking for. Because with this is in my cigarette port, and luckily I have one of these really long charging cables. It's like 5 feet long, and my house battery has a double-pronged cigarette port in it. So I use the charger that's plugged into the house battery to charge my cell phone while I drive, because GPS and Spotify, and I have 2 GPS apps running at the same time. I have the Maps one and the Waze one, because Waze gives me police reports, where police are, where traffic is, where it sends a little ding if I'm speeding. It tells me where cars are on the side of the road. So I like Waze for that, although it's been acting funny lately. I haven't been programming my route into Waze, but if you just turn the Waze app on, it will still alert you to what's going on as far as traffic that you might be coming up on. It'll tell you where police are being reported at, where accidents are being reported at. So you can still have the Waze app on and not program a destination into it. And I like the fact that the Waze app keeps the speed limit on the app. I wish Maps would do that. Maps doesn't have speed limit on the screen at all. Waze, you can keep the, in your settings, you can set it so that the speed limit stays in the corner, because a lot of times these highways that I've been on, I've noticed it'll be 65 and then it'll drop down to 40 for a little bit, and then it'll go to 50, and then it'll go back up to 65. So if you're not paying attention to the signage, you could very well be speeding and not know it. So I like the fact that the Waze alerts me. People walking by my car. Apparently I'm parking near the public bus stop over here, so they're cutting through. Anyway, so yes, get yourself an FM transmitter. And what else? So yeah, I'm kind of glad to be going to this Pennsylvania meetup, impromptu weekend meetup of van dwellers, and I'm hoping more than the 6 people that RSVP'd are gonna come. But even if it's just the 6, that's fine too. I feel like I maybe just need a couple of days with some people, some like-minded people, not just people, but other van dwellers. And I'm hoping people are open when I get there to doing some tours, because I want to do that for you guys. That's it, really. I mean, I'm just, again, going to take my nap. I'm going to eat me some tuna, and I'm going to take a nap. I am exhausted. Just exhausted. I'll be so glad when I start sleeping better at night. I keep waking up sometimes 2 and 3 in the morning, like, back-to-back nights, and so it's starting to wear on me. Last night I woke up and I didn't know where I was. I just really got disoriented. I was at a rest stop. I mean, I figured it out after like a minute, but initial wake up, I was like, wait, where am I parked? Then it was like, oh yeah, rest stop. So, I mean, I didn't have to look out the windows or anything. It just came to me. But, yeah. Anywho, I will see you guys on Wednesday for What's Up Wednesday. If you have a question that you want answered on air, like I'm on the radio or something, on video, you have to put it in last week's What's Up Wednesday comment section. If you comment a question on this video, I'm probably just going to answer it in a comment. So if you really want to hear your question in a video and your name in a video, you have to go to last week's What's Up Wednesday and post your question there. Because that's where I get my questions from. I don't look at all my previous videos for the whole week and pull questions. I just look at that one video from the previous week and pull the questions from there. As you can see, I'm wearing my hair out again today, which is not normal for me. I usually only wear my hair out twice a month. But for some reason, I just have not been in the mood to put a scarf on my head. And I don't know why that is. Maybe because the weather's changing? I don't know, but you think it's getting cooler, I would put a scarf on, but I actually just threw this headband on and was like, oh, this is easy, quick, whatever. I am going to go to the Dollar Tree because I had a solid black headband and a solid gray headband, and I don't know what the heck happened. They were the little skinny ones with elastic in them, and I think being in the car all summer, maybe. The elastic somehow disintegrated or melted or something. They were old. They were a few years old. But I went to put one on yesterday, and when I stretched it, it just like, it went like this. And it was gushy, and I think the elastic, and they were from the Dollar Tree, and I've had them a couple of years, so the elastic on the inside, I think from all summer, me not wearing them and them just being in this hot car, I think the elastic just kind of mushed. It will. So I'll go to the Dollar Tree and get a couple more, a solid black and a solid gray, and I'm probably gonna try and find a pair of black knee highs. Not saying that's going to happen in the next week or so, but I'm going to show you what I do for my hair with black pair of knee highs, or any color that you choose. They don't know I'm in here. They don't see me. People are oblivious. That's why I say, when people say, where do you park? Like during the day, you can park anywhere. People are oblivious that people are sitting around in their cars. Nobody's paying attention to my vehicle. I have my sun shader thing in the front, and I don't even have my my curtains that divide the front and the back. They're open. I mean, not that they're like, I'm in a minivan, so it's not like a huge opening, but I mean, if you were really paying attention, you could see me out that window over there, but nobody pays attention. People just are in their own world. Don't overthink it when it comes time to figuring out what to do during the day. You have the library, you have Starbucks, you can walk around a mall, there are so many little places you can go to get out of weather, heat or cold during the day, especially the library and Starbucks. People sit in those places for hours anyway, people with homes. So you sitting there for hours is not going to make a difference to the librarian or the baristas. They don't know that you're in your van. And also I find when you go to a mall, or sometimes some of these really big stores, they have parking garages, go find a corner in the parking garage. Perfect. Best place ever to park, especially in the summer, because if you park on the very first level in the corner in the back, it's much cooler in the parking garage. If you want to get some sun on you, you can go to the very top level where it's open and get some sun in your vehicle to warm up if you need to, and get your solar panels charged while you're hanging out. You can do that too. But places like that where people stay for hours, no one's going to pay attention to your vehicle being there for 4 or 5 hours. I do it all the time. I did it for 2 years while I was dwelling locally in my Northern Virginia area. I do it when I find different places. I usually like to find a Walmart and a library in every place I go to, so I can like sleep at the Walmart or go hang out during the day at the library. And a lot of times I don't even go in the library. I just park in the shadiest spot I can find and lay in my car, hoping to get the Wi-Fi. But if I don't get the Wi-Fi, I just take a nap or read or something. It's really not as hard and difficult as a lot of people like to make it out to be. And I guess it depends on your area too. I only know the area that I've been in and the area that I go to. So, I mean, I guess it may be harder in the West Coast. Maybe people are really looking for you out there to, but there are some BLM land, definitely more BLM land in the West than there is here in the East Coast. I've been able to find very little on the East Coast. So I hope that encourages some of you out there who are either thinking about doing this or just starting this, or are feeling discouraged about, the current situation you're in. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Continue to like, continue to subscribe, and continue to share the heck out of these videos. Oh, one last thing. I made a playlist that I've been wanting to make, and basically it's every video that I have, but it's from oldest to newest for those who are new to my channel who want to do a binge watch. And it's called Vanner Binge is the name of the playlist. So you can just sit back, make sure your little autoplay button is clicked, and it'll just play video after video after video after video. It'll just play the whole playlist. It'll just run it down. So get yourself some popcorn, some snacks, get you a drink, put your computer, prop it up, or your cell phone, lay back and just watch the crazy that is me. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.